All right, folks, welcome and happy Thursday to you. We are at Martinsville for the ACE-HTI 250 here on the IWM broadcast channel. Hey, I'm Rick Souza here in the booth with Jeff Neeney, and this is the last race in the round of 8 before we head next week to Phoenix to crown a champion.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight. Nice to have ACE-HTI back with us again, and they picked a great race to sponsor because tonight could be a barn burner. There's going to be guys fighting for position, guys trying to get above the cut line, and just a lot going on tonight for sure.
We got 250 laps here at Martinsville. We're going to bring you the race info, but right now we are about to go qualifying. All right, we've got 19 drivers, I believe, tonight. We'll double check that number in a second here, and they are about to get underway with qualifying. We'll see who's ready to go. And already we've got Chris Cash on track, getting his qualifying done. 2 laps to go here. First lap is your warm-up. Your first real lap is get some heat in those tires, and then your money lap will be that second lap.
This half-mile track here at Martinsville is slick too. We've been watching these guys in practice. It's been a challenge for them. You see them trying to find where the limit is on, especially on the exit, turn 2 and turn 4. Turn 4 especially, we've seen a lot of guys spin coming off of turn 4, just trying to find, okay, where's that magic spot where I'm going to be fast, but I'm not going to spin out. And it's been a tough one for some guys to find.
Austin Wheeler has put up a great time of 18.76, so that's just 18.76 seconds around this track.
Ooh, Ty Bostic just jumped up there too, the 18.764.
Wow.
So, and then Austin Wheeler comes back. His second lap's even faster, 7.47.
All right. A lot of these drivers are just getting their laps done. We're watching DeRudris on track now. He's already punched his ticket. He's on his way to the championship. Those little yellow flags you're seeing is just unfortunately an incident that driver may have had on track, and that means that that lap that they went out with is not going to count. Anytime you hit the wall or wreck during qualifying, that qualifying effort is DQ'd.
Yeah, that can really come to bite you during qualifying as well, because you don't have to make much contact at all. It may not damage your car in the slightest, but it's enough for iRacing to say, sorry, we're not going to count that one.
All right, just about another couple minutes left to go qualifying, but I don't think they'll need it. Well, there are a few drivers who have yet to get out there to qualify. So while they're doing that, let's kind of cover the current standings. Let's kind of put this away. Well, we'll leave that up. What the heck? Here are the current standings right now in the iNRS Racing Series. John DeRudris has punched his ticket. He won, and he is on his way to Phoenix to compete for the championship. Jordan Wenzel is right there. Austin Wheeler. Here's where it gets very interesting. So Jacob Mosau is right there on the cut line. He's the 4th driver in. But Corianis, Tyler Lem, and even Garrett Walden still have an opportunity. Of course, everybody out of those 8, excluding DeRudris, has a chance for, well, he could win too, could get a win here and punch their ticket in, and that would really change the complexion, especially if one of those guys who are below the cut line gets the win.
Yeah, we know Ty Bostic really needs that. He would have to jump over 3 guys to be able to get And it's just not likely, unfortunately, for Ty. But he's got a very fast car tonight. He's up there in the front in qualifying, up in the top 5. And so I would say Ty's got a good shot at it tonight anyway. But it's going to be really interesting. John's breathing pretty easy in that 59 car. He's going, I got my checkered flag. I'm in. But like you mentioned, Jordan Wenzel, Austin Wheeler are pretty good shape. Not guaranteed, but really good shape. But from that point on, Jacob Mosa's got to have a good run tonight, or if somebody could leapfrog him.
Absolutely. All right, so again, this is the last race in the round of 8. Just one more race to go after this, and our season is done. I can't believe we're coming to the close.
I know it's been a great season. I've only been able to be on for about half of these races, but man, these guys have put on a great show all season long. Getting very competitive. You can see the tension wrap up as the season started to wind down, and these guys are they're chomping at the bit for tonight.
Well, after the qualifying effort is wrapped up, which is it's wrapping up right now, the drivers will head off for a drivers meeting prior to the start of this. And while they do that, we've got some housekeeping to cover. Let's do that.
I like it. There we are. The race here tonight, it's called the ACE-HTI 250 because it's 250 laps. We have a stage break coming up at lap 83. There are no quick repairs, just like it's been all season long, just like real life. Pit road speed is really slow. I mean, you be out there on the track running 150 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden you got to slow down to 30 for pit road. That
Well,
feels like you're standing still.
and especially
Six,
since the entrance is so hard to get to, you got to go all the way around to get to your pit box. You're going to lose 2 laps in the pits.
yeah. Pit entrance is off at turn 3, so those guys are down to 30 miles an hour, just as everybody else is entering turn 3, and that's a tough one to put up with. They're running 75% fuel on 6 sets of tires tonight, and we've got the opportunity for 3 green-white checkers if we need that. Hopefully, we won't need those, and it's going to be a good run tonight. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to talk, I guess we can talk about our keys to tonight's race. Let me put these standings away. And we can talk about just what it's going to take. Oops, that's not standings. That is something else. All right, so drivers about 3 minutes left, but let's talk about the keys for tonight's race.
Yeah, first key, especially on this track, patience. Patience, but it's like real estate, location, location, location. Tonight it's going to be patience, patience, patience. You got 250 laps to run. It's a slick track, it's a short track. Guys are going to be bunched up together, and there's a good chance we'll see some cautions tonight. And when we do, that means the restart, and that's where guys are going to lose their patience in a hurry.
Yeah, this track is so challenging that you can see just there in the in the wide shot, the high shot there. You know, it's only a half mile, so you got these long these long front and back stretches, and then you've got these narrow, tight turns. And to complicate things even more, there's a curb that comes into play at both ends, and especially through turns 1 and 2, if you catch that curb, you're going to turn that car around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just a little bump. It's a full-fledged curb, and it can send your car for a ride. Second key tonight, braking. A lot of times, we're on the mile and a half or bigger tracks, and there's really not much braking, if any. But tonight, these guys are going to be using the brake, getting into the corner. They're going to be using the brake to help set the car up to turn. And trail braking comes into play. A lot of different things. So they've got it's a little bit different technique than what they use on the bigger tracks, Rick.
Absolutely. And with that, you'll see depending on how the time goes, you'll see some glowing brake rotors as we watch these drivers get on them. But the other thing about braking is that your point of braking, your braking point when entering a corner is going to be different than the guy you're in front of or who's behind you. That is one of the biggest causes of incidents here at Martinsville, and that is when a driver doesn't exactly match when you're on the brakes and he winds up in your bumper.
Yeah, that's a sick feeling to be in too. Third key to the race tonight: position. Track position is always king, but tonight, track position's big. Pit position, what your pit box is, where you're at on pit road, but especially track position. You want to be up at the front. You don't want to have to fight your way through the field on a small, crowded track.
Absolutely, especially when you've got you're not going to have that preferred line if you're trying to pass somebody or get around somebody. It's going to be a dogfight if you're in the back trying to make your way back up. And if we wind up with a lot of green flag pit stops, that's going to really stretch out this field and make it even more challenging.
One of the things I noticed this week was sometimes it's easier to pass on the outside here. You get two cars going into the corner at the same time, and what'll happen, that guy on the outside can keep his momentum, and if he can keep that inside car pinched down, that inside car can't get back to the gas as quickly as the guy on the outside, and the guy on the outside can get a good run. So I'll be interested to see how these guys use that tonight. When do they try to pass on the inside? When do they pass on the outside? The downside, like you mentioned earlier, trying to pass on the inside, you got that curb to fight.
All right, looks like we've got a grid, and your pole sitter is Jordan Wenzel here at Martinsville with Austin Wheeler to the outside. Ty Bostic in third with Jacob Musso right there. In the third row, you got Tyler Lem with Corey Ennis to the outside. Fourth row is Matt Parasini with Scott Thomas. In the fifth row, Garrett Walden with Joe Musso.
There in position 11 in that row, Christopher Cash in the 69. Alongside him is Jeff Ramsdell in that 97 car. Position 9, Garrett Walden. Alongside him, Joe Mossow. In 11th, Christopher Cash. Jeff Ramsdell, we mentioned those earlier, sorry. John DeRugeris in 13th. Vince Burns in 14th. As the cars roll off, we see Ron Fitting in the 3 in 15th. Tony Japs in 16th. Austin Walton in 17th. Eddie Musow Jr. in 18th. And Shane Trotter, who I do not think qualified, elected to start at the back tonight.
All right, pace car is leading this around. We will eventually transition here into a night race, I believe. Let's bring up the weather and time information. I believe that is the case. It's maybe not 2 o'clock. We'll see weather. Right now we do have an overcast sky. That may be putting a little bit of a darkness on the track here.
Yeah, it does seem a little dark tonight, doesn't it? Looks like darkness is settling in early.
All right, about to get this race underway here at Martinsville.
One more lap for these guys. Going down the back straight now.
Puts the start in the hands of Jordan Wenzel. Green flag flies here at Martinsville, and we are underway in the ACE-HTI 250. Already you can see the 48 took the outside, stayed wide there. Jordan Wenzel jumps out to a couple cars lead, but we're too wide. Right there, the 22 and the 27 side by side. That's Ty Bostic and Corey Ennis. It's going to work pretty fine until these tires begin to get some wear on them, and that won't be so easy.
Oh boy,
Caution's out.
on
Vince Burns.
lap 2.
Number of drivers got collected there. I see Jeff Ramsdell, Scott Thomas, Vince Burns all got caught up here in our event here at lap number 2. You are right on that.
Yep. Jordan Wenzel got off to a great jump there, and going to have to give it all back and try it again.
See some left front damage on that 55. Go back and take a quick look and see what we see here. Oh.
Yep. Different braking points like you were talking about earlier. Cars all stacked up. And
yep. 79 got turned around, and unfortunately 97, Jeff Ramsdell, and the 55 of Vince Burns got collected there as well. All right, little bump up to start this race. A couple drivers, well, that's about 4 or 5 drivers making their way down onto pit road to get whatever damage they had in there, maybe banged out, and they can get back on the track.
Yeah, fortunately that, for some of the drivers anyway, fortunately that caution was a result of guys that were running towards the back, so it didn't take out any of our leaders. But those guys all not going to lose much track position as long as they can get in and out of pit road quickly. You see somebody there still on pit road, a couple cars still on pit road, so
yep,
they're already going a lap down.
Scott Thomas and Vince Burns. I do show that Jeff Ramsdell has a black flag. He'll have to serve that once we go back to green flag racing. All right, well, as you can tell by that list, most of those top 5 drivers are, well, all of them are, the top 8 drivers are all in the top 10. It's going to come down to a
good
battle.
representation there in the top 10 from our playoff contenders. That's going to make tonight even more interesting. You got all the guys that are competing for the last spot or two. They're all bunched up together, so that's going to make it really interesting as this goes along. It's a little deeper,
especially if you got to come from behind like Bostic. You know, he's sitting there in 8th. But here we go. Get this back underway. Jordan Wenzel brings him down to the start-finish line. Enters the restart zone. And we are back underway here in Martinsville. 25 goes wide to the outside, kind of jammed up the crowd. That's Jacob Musso. That really put a damper on the lines of some of those drivers kind of coming in there. And I got the 27 down below. That's the 99 of Tyro Lem up high, trying to get around the 25.
Guys up at the front, kind of single file right at the moment. Get the first about 2, 6, 7 positions. Ooh, somebody coming up the inside there in that. Can't tell the number on that car.
Well, one thing I can tell that Jordan Wenzel really did not get a good enough jump, and everybody's just on his tail. Jeff Ramsdell is in the pits. He is serving out his black flag. Oh, car goes around.
Somebody went around.
That's Jacob Musso.
That was one of our front runners.
Yeah, that's a playoff driver. That brings out our second caution of the night. I think no harm, no foul, just a little rubber burn there as the 25 goes around.
Yeah, Jacob Mossau's the first driver, or I should say the last driver. He's in the top 4 right now. The last driver above the cut line.
I think he got
he
bit
did
by,
not need that.
I think he got bit by that curb we talked about earlier.
Yep, looked like it, didn't it? See him come down there with that red and white curb, and yep, makes contact with it right there. That gets him a little squirrely, tries to correct, and that is slick coming off of turn 4 right there. It's tough to keep the car going straight under any condition. When you hit that curb, it's almost impossible.
Well, and that curb just looks like a painted surface on the track, but it is like a parking lot curb. It is not small.
Yep. Yep.
All right, Flagman has the yellow flag in the air as we still have lights flashing at the top of the pace car. We'll have one more time around before we get that green flag.
Well, we talked about Ty Bostic early on, and needing to get a win tonight to assure that he makes it in. And he's doing his best right now. He's up there and running in second place. Jordan Wenzel still our leader. Corey Anderson third. Tyler Lim in fourth. Garrett Walden in fifth. And that's your top five. Lights are on the pace car. And they've got, this will be their final lap. They're shaping up 2 by 2. We'll take a look at the rest of the top 10. You got Matt Parasini in sixth. Austin Wheeler in seventh, Joe Musau in eighth, John DeRugeris in ninth, who has already locked himself into the final four, and Ron Fitting in 10th. That's our top 10 right now.
All right,
Jacob Mossau that we saw. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say Jacob Musau, who we saw spin, is holding his own in 11th. Didn't lose too many spots, at least.
All right, back under green flag here with that outside line with Ty Bostic got a little bit delayed. I don't know why they were backed up, but unfortunately that has rolled him back to fourth. He was back from second, and he's actually could lose another spot. He's got the 48 of Austin Wheeler right behind him.
Yeah, everybody on these restarts, they want to get what they can get and get it as soon as they can. And the best way to make up spots is on the restart. You be aggressive on the restart. You can pick up a couple, and we're going to see that all night.
All right, so far so good. We're pretty much single file. I think throughout the field, looking back through, right there is a car to the outside. That is the 69 of Christopher Cash. That was double wide for a second. Also the 38 of Shane Trotter back there. Now Scott Thomas and Vince Burns are both a lap down, fortunately from that first incident.
Yeah, one of the things that we've talked about a couple times this season. Oh, caution out again on lap 18.
Looks like the 26 of Eddie Musso Jr. has got some major nose damage. I'm guessing he was involved in this. I don't think we don't show a meatball flag on that 26, but it's definitely got some problems.
Yeah, the Musso boys starting off with a rough evening tonight. Let's see, the 37 comes up.
That's a 97 behind the 26.
97, yeah.
But so far, so good. Don't see an incident at this point. But again, we talk about braking zones.
Oh, he just lost it on the entrance.
Yeah.
It's easy to get loose on entry. I was surprised when trying the track this week. And unfortunately, Eddie Musso Jr. just found out the hard way.
Looks like the 79 of Scott Thomas is going to get his lap back, and we'll get back on the lead lap. Yeah, and here, we could sit here and talk about fuel calculations and so forth, but I don't think fuel is the big issue here. It's really going to come down to tire wear, but the more caution laps we have, the better it is for the tire wear, the longer they'll last.
Yep, and the sad thing is it's better for the tires, but it's not better for driver rhythm. And Martinsville is another one of those tracks, especially short tracks. You really got to be able to get into your rhythm. and hit those braking points consistently. You're back to the gas points consistently. And when there's cautions like this that happen so frequently, it just doesn't allow the drivers time to get into their rhythm. And that's where we get the cautions breed cautions sometimes. They just aren't getting it. And I think probably what you saw there with Eddie Mosau is that just didn't have his rhythm yet and got in a little bit too hot, maybe had to brake a little too much while he was turning. And if you brake while you're turning on this track, that back end is going to come right around on you.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so we're about to go back to green flag racing. Jordan Wenzel is still out front and in charge of this restart. So a love tap by the 43 there of Garrett Walden. A lot of playoff drivers right there.
27 creeping up on him. Oh, well, boy, he got a good jump there.
Yep, absolutely. Two by two as these drivers make a way, get restarted here, lap 23. Watching the 43 of Austin Wheeler try to work his way back up. Garrett Walden, big mover here. He is up 6 spots and is sitting in third. Another big mover is Shane Trotter. He started last. He's now found himself.
Corey Ennis just makes a pass for the lead. Sorry to jump in on you there, but yeah, and then he fell back. But he
still has position though.
Yep, still has positions. Getting his nose out in front of Jordan Wenzel right there.
Oh, locked it up. That 27 slid through that corner.
Yeah, he's having a little trouble keeping his line down there. Ooh. He got him clean now, and Jordan Wenzel's in danger of losing second.
Yeah, the 48 has figured out. He's got his nose up under him. And
oop, little bump.
Yep, he's getting around him. So Jordan Wenzel back to third. And with that, fastest lap so far, Austin Wheeler puts up a 19:038.
That's a very, very quick lap.
So here at Martinsville, lead a little shuffle at the front here. Lap 28, Corey Ennis moves his way up into first. Austin Wheeler in second. Jordan Wenzel in third. Garrett Walden in fourth. Ty Bostic in fifth.
The top 5 seems to have settled down a little bit now. That we got everybody got their feathers ruffled there for a little bit, but those 5 cars have pulled away a little bit from the cars behind them. You see a little bit of a gap between Ty Bostic and Jacob Musau in 6th position, probably about a 3 coming up on a 3-second gap.
Jeff Ramsdell is currently in the lucky dog position. He is sitting in 17th, 1 lap down. Eddie Musau is still in the, well, I guess he's back out, but unfortunately he is 10 laps down. And he's back in the pits.
Back in.
Yeah.
As soon as you say that, he goes back into the pits again.
Well, yeah, we definitely saw the damage on that 26. Hopefully he can get that repaired.
Yeah, my guess is he ducked into the pits right after the incident, got some work done, and tried to come out and was hoping that the car was going to be running well enough to compete, but 1 lap was about all he could take, and then he went back in to get a little more work done.
All right, 33 laps in the books. Drivers make their way around this historic NASCAR venue here in Martinsville.
I heard some guys talking on the radio today. They were talking about watching a race from the 60s here at Martinsville, and talked about how all the amenities have changed, but the track itself is pretty much the same as it was back then. Now it's obviously been resurfaced, but the shape, the size, everything about the track still has all those characteristics of what it had back in the 60s.
One of these drivers looking to take home a grandfather clock to punch their way into the playoff. We'll see how it all plays out.
Yeah, now when they get spread out a little bit like this, you're not as likely to see cautions. I don't want to speak those into existence, but we can see now that they're, you got a few car lengths in between each of the vehicles, and guys are running. They're starting to feel their rhythm, get in their rhythm, and hopefully this means that we're going to go green flag racing for a while here.
Just kind of looking back through the field, watching each of these drivers come in here. We're all single file, and you can, as we watch Corey Ennis, we'll watch him come into turns 3 and 4. You can see how brightly those brake rotors are glowing. You have to get really on the brakes to slow that car down. Let's go ahead and let's go in car with Jordan Wenzel here.
You can see how the speed right there drops so drastically. Oh, caution is out again, lap 40. My fault. Shouldn't have talked about it.
Looks like the 38 of Shane Trotter has got some damage. Let's see what happens to the 38. '24 has
24.
Position.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes a 79.
Oh, it comes 79.
Yep, Scott Thomas. It looks a little like net code, but I think it was inevitable.
Yeah, I think the 38 thought 79 was going to start his entrance a little earlier than what he did. See the 38 starting down now, and the 79 hasn't really started its turn till it makes contact.
Fortunately,
as slick as this track is, it doesn't take much contact to send you for a ride.
It's like no other contact though. The 97 gets by smoothly. So of course, the 38 goes around the other way, and that brought out the caution. All right, caution fly is here. 4th time tonight so far here at lap 43. Little spin, little contact between the 79 of Scott Thomas and the 38 of Shane Trotter. Up in front, Corey Ennis is your leader, and he will be the control car on this restart.
See Jordan Wenzel coming up alongside him there. He's wanting that first position back again. Let's see how these guys do when we take the green. If Jordan Wenzel playing a little mind game there with Corey Ennis. Hey, remember me?
I'm right here on your outside.
That's right.
All right, about to get back underway here. We'll go green at lap 45. Again, we do have a stage break coming up at lap 83. So we're about just over halfway to the stage. And these guys who are competing for playoff points, every point counts, especially good stage points.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Corey Ennis, a good jump.
Yeah, but right there, the 81 came right down, filled that gap in front of the 48.
Yeah, these guys are liking that low line. That low line must be the fast line tonight.
What
It's
that
a little
81
bit brighter
wants.
out there now.
Yeah, it looks like that cloud cover is kind of blown away. That's a good thing. It's one of the things that that iRacing has implemented. There's really a dynamic weather model now, and it actually will bring in whatever weather is out there for that day that this is raced on. That's the weather at the track, unless you choose to change it.
Yep. That's pretty amazing that they have that technology to be able to do that now.
All right, 27 of Corey Ennis is out there holding off the 81. 81's just looking for position.
Austin Wheeler in third spot, still holding on to the fast lap of the race so far, that 18.99. Just barely under that 19-second mark, but the only one under the 19-second mark at this point.
Look at this battle with the 69 of Christopher Cash and the 24 of Matt Parasini. They've been banging doors a bit here. At Martinsville, that doesn't always end well.
No. It's like he's able to take that spot, though, from on the outside.
Yep. Drove his way around.
Makes the pass clean.
With 250 laps, going back to the keys of the race, Jeff, you said it repeatedly. It is really about patience, patience, patience here.
Yeah, so far I think most of the guys are doing a good job at staying patient, not putting themselves in a bad position, not putting someone else in a bad position too much. We've seen, just a little bit here and there, but that's kind of normal for racing. But I think most guys are taking the patience side of this seriously, although that's going to ramp up here, another 150 laps.
Did a simple fuel calculation just to say we did, but I'm assuming everybody's going to come in at lap 83 for fuel. Let's just see. So I get about 135. I get about 100 caution flies. I think Tony Japs and Scott Thomas did get involved.
And another little mix-up at the back again.
Seeing that 79. Here's the 42. 79 is just following that line. 42 does come up. Oh, the 42 jumps on the brakes a bit there.
Yeah. Oh, now 28's going to
28's gets to the back of the 79 and then collects those drivers.
Yeah. Not sure what that was about. Just, I don't know if it was different braking points.
I don't know. That looks like the 42 definitely did a little bit of a brake check there, but
yeah,
it's all good. All right, lap 55. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Bear with us here. All right. Thanks for tuning in to the IWM Broadcast Network here for the iNRS Racing's ACE-HTI 250. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll go side by side. You won't miss anything. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back.
ACE-HTI provides commercial smart security systems, audio-visual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide business networking and Wi-Fi solutions. All these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. Running a business these days is a tough and demanding job. Let the folks at ACE-HTI ensure that your place of business is safe for your workers and your company assets. ACE-HTI can offer you integrated burglar alarm systems, access control and health, and wellness systems to ensure the safety of your employees and visitors. If you are looking to modernize or purchase a new fire alarm system, look no further than ACE-HTI. We can offer you the latest state-of-the-art solutions to keep watch over your business. Does your surveillance system need a refresh? ACE-HTI can install the latest 4K surveillance cameras with custom analytics and AI to help you understand what's happening in and around your business. Are you a restaurant or hospitality venue? Does your facility host sporting events? Reach out to ACE-HTI for the latest in video displays and audio systems to enhance and define your place of business. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, we are under green and just back from commercial. 27 Corey Ennis rockets back to the front. Out there in front, Jordan Wenzel sits in second. Austin Wheeler, Bostic, and Jacob Musso. That's your top five.
Good clean restart. The guys come down and complete that first lap under green there. Lap 59 we're on now.
Watch this battle with the 22 on the outside of the 43 of Garrett Walden. A couple playoff drivers there battling for position. The 59 of DeRue just behind them as well. That's the battle for fifth, though. Caution's back out.
Caution again. Oh, my. Cautions, breeding cautions.
I think it may be the 3 of Ron Fitting. Not sure.
Yeah, he came on the radio just a minute ago and apologized for locking them up, but I couldn't see what he did. Going into turn 3 here.
Yeah, let's back that up just a little bit. Sure I had it right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're following on that 3.
Yeah, you can see his back end come around a little bit when he locks it up, and that right as the 79's trying to make his turn down into the apex, and the 3 comes up on him.
Pretty wild that caused a caution to come out unless something else happens.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe this thing right here. That's the 99.
there it is.
Yep, 99 gets in the left rear quarter of the 3. And unfortunately, that sends the 3 around and recollects the 79.
Those two guys just couldn't get away from each other in that corner there. That's a shame.
It's like a caution
Ron
magnet.
Fitting, Scott Thomas.
Yep. All right, 63 laps in the books. Just 20 laps away from our stage caution, but with all these cautions flying, you know, Scott Thomas is back on the lead lap. Vince Burns is in the pits. Check on the 55, getting repairs made. He's been in there for a while, trying to get that car back together.
Give you a little playoff update. Corey Ennis is leading this race. He is the first car below the cut line. Should he be able to hold on for the win, that's a if at this point. But if he's able to hold on for the win, that would automatically qualify him for the round of 4 and would drop Jacob Mosau below the cut line, pending all sorts of other things. But that's Jacob is in, I think, 4th spot right now, and he does not want to see Corey Ennis in the lead as we go green flag racing again.
Yep, good restart by the 27. That's pretty just indicative of short track racing. There's such, there's such a value placed on the fact that you're leading. It's very hard to lose that jump when that green flag comes out.
Yeah, for sure. And like our third key of the race was position. These guys all want to be up in that front. They want to be up there. You can see that it's not real easy to pass. There's only been, what, one pass or two passes for the lead. Yeah, Corey Ennis passed Jordan Wenzel a while back, and I think that was the only pass for the lead under green.
Keeping an eye on what's happening at the back of the pack. Sometimes that's as important as what's happening at the front. The 38 is like slightly off the pace. He was involved in some earlier incidents. Back up front, Corey Ennis is out there leading. And looks like we got another fast lap, I think, is showing up. Let's see. Austin Wheeler, lap 67 at 18:09:51.
Yep. He's consistently been fast all night. Still kind of stuck there in third place, which just shows you it's a little hard to pass. Well, this guy's getting down there close to that curb. I always get nervous when they start arcing in.
Right there, you can see both guys at the front, Corey Ennis and Jordan Wenzel. They have led all the laps so far tonight here.
Coming up only about 14 laps till the
cautions
stage
come out
break,
again.
And we're under caution again. Lap 71.
I think the 38 may have gone around. Let's see what happened. We saw the 38 having issues earlier. Yep.
Yeah, he did. Shane Trotter, he had issues early on. In fact, I think it was Shane. I don't think Shane qualified. I think he ended up starting last.
Correct.
And if I remember correctly, he did not qualify.
Ty Bostic is on pit road.
That's interesting. He's going to give up a lot of track position there.
Especially with a stage break in 10 laps.
Yeah.
This is going to put him at the back. Let's see what he's doing.
Well, looks like he's getting four tires.
4 tires. Stop.
4 tires and fuel.
He's in the pits. He's got to hurry to get out because that pack's coming.
Yep. Here's a interesting strategy call. If he chooses to do it, he won't have to pit when everybody else comes in or most everybody else comes in at the stage break. That leaves him out there, and I don't know. It's going to be another one of those ones. If we get a quick caution, the leaders anyway aren't going to come in, not for a while.
Yep.
So
he's back in 16th. He's got a lot to make up now. Even if he's a full second better, that's 16 spots. We'll see. With just 9 laps to go, 8 laps by the time we go back to green.
I know there's a method to his madness. We'll have to ask him later what it is.
All right, pace car peels away. Restarts in the hand of the 27. Green flag flies, and we are back underway here at Martinsville.
Ooh, Austin Wheeler jumping up in there, filling that spot. Going to squeeze Jordan Wenzel. Jordan comes back there on the outside. But, man, getting down into the corner, Austin Wheeler comes up again. Oh, boy. Caution's out again.
Out. Like the 99 of Tyler Lem went around. 24 ahead. That's Matt Pericini. 42 had a run. That's Tony Japs.
Wow, I'll say.
Oh, and unfortunately, there's
Hmm.
a little bit of net code there.
Takes Scott Thomas for a ride in that 79.
Yeah, the 42 and the 79 had been together all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of net code, but iRacing. So if you don't know what that means, it's our job to help you understand that when we say net code, that basically says the computer simulation had determined that you were going to hit him anyways, even though the cars don't actually make contact. It was going to happen. Sometimes it's right on. Other times, not so much. But in this case, it looks pretty accurate.
Yeah, that looked like one that would happen if it hadn't been for netcode, the cars would have made contact.
Well, with 5 laps to go, or 4 laps to go, we're currently under caution. I don't know if they're going to throw. Well, they may just let it all play out as it should. See if I get a message to race control and see if they're going to actually wait till lap 83 and throw it again.
Tony Japs right now, the last car on the lead lap. That puts Tyler Lem in the lucky dog seat. Shane Trotter still in the pits.
Okay, it looks like that the caution will fly at the end of the stage. Coriolis leads his field back to the green flag, and we are about to go back underway here at Martinsville.
Whoa, what a jump there.
This is the time for points, too. You see the 81 rolled up right there to make sure he wasn't going to lose that second place. That caution flag is going to fly in just a couple laps. The 27 try to keep the 81 off of him.
Jordan Wenzel would love to come back and win this stage, but
Caution.
there's caution for the stage break.
I don't know if it was the stage break. Guess it could have been.
It was on lap 83, so if it wasn't, it was right at the right time anyway.
All right. We had that, there is a stage complete, yep, so. All right, 43 is on pit road. We expect to see the entire field make their way down as they do.
Boy, that was quick. They're into the pits already. Long pit road. Ooh, see,
Tony Japs did
Coriolis
not get.
Overshot his pit.
Yeah. Sorry, that was 27. Coriolis did not wind up in his pit. That was a mistake.
That's going to bring him out.
Now, interestingly enough, Matt Pericini, Scott Thomas, and Ty Bosick, who we spoke about earlier, stayed out, moving him up to third. Everybody else took 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a full tank of Sunoco fuel.
Tyler Lem must have, he had a long pit stop, 25 seconds. He must have had a little bit of work done on that 99 car.
Well, he has been involved in a few of these incidents, so.
Yep.
All right, we thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast here of the iNRS ACE-HTI 250 here at Martinsville. This is the last race of the regular season, playoff season, before we head next week to Phoenix. Lights are off on our pace car. Should be dropping off momentarily. There we go. And this puts the 24 Matt Pericini in charge of this restart. Oh, good jump.
Yep. Real nice start. Gets out in front of Ty Bostic there, who's still holding on to second spot on that inside lane, but Scott Thomas trying to get around him on the outside. Ooh, he's got it up. He got in just a little bit too deep. It looked like he had to. Oh, somebody going around. Back around mid-pack, probably around 7th or 8th.
Yep, that's Jeff Ramsdell, 97 spinning.
Looks like that dropped him all the way back to 14th, but it looked like he was able to get it underway again.
Just overcooked it.
Yeah. You saw him get loose in the middle of the corner, and it's tough to get it back solid underneath you again once you get loose in the middle. You see him start to wiggle.
There's almost no recovery.
Yeah. You don't have a lot of room to work with. The track is slick. There's cars all around you, and it just makes it so difficult to be able to get that car underneath you again and get back into. And then it takes your tires a few laps to recover from something like that.
Let's see what happened with Corey Ennis if something happened here.
Yeah, he's dropped clear back to 13th now. Oh, they're just loose coming off. Oh, yeah.
Kind of the same thing with the 97.
Keeping it off the wall.
Yeah, and fortunate enough, he did not get tagged by anybody else, so good for the 27.
Yeah, he lost a lot of spots, but he lives to fight another day.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's once you go sideways coming off that corner, it takes some pretty good driving skills to be able to do what Corey Ennis did just there. It's tough to keep it off the wall once it starts to come around on you.
All right, that was our magic 10th caution of the night here with 92 laps in the books.
Guys are lining up 2 by 2 here.
All right, lights are off on top of our pace car.
And up the backstretch now.
Matt Pericini was in charge of this restart. Got Ty Bostic to his outside. Scott Thomas and Austin Wheeler are in row 2. And back underway. Good jump for the 24 of Matt Pericini. All the action's happening right behind him with side-by-side battles with the 79, the 79 and the 48. Plus the 81 is right there on his tail The 81 of Jordan Wenzel trying to work his way back up.
That 22
Oh,
did a good
48's going
job.
around. Austin
Oh
Wheeler.
boy, a little bit of contact too with that outside safer barrier.
Really no surprise that the caution flew there. That was just a little bit off speed.
Yep, he just gets loose there. You see, he keeps turning into it, trying to spin those rear tires to keep it off the wall, but eventually makes a little bit of contact. Doesn't look like too much damage from that angle.
I would say almost nearly no damage, and he didn't stop on the track. It kept going the right way. I'm surprised the caution flew.
Yeah. Well, I guess there were still a few cars around him. John DeRugeris is right behind him. And Vince Burns is, well, he's in the pits now. But there were a few guys on track that were still behind Austin Wheeler in that 48, and that could be why they threw the flag.
All right, so we'll rack and stack this and do it all over again. We thank you
Tony
for tuning.
Japs.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say Tony Japs got the lucky dog there, got back on the lead lap in that 42 car.
Oh, good for Tony. We thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast here of the ACE-HTI 250 in the iNRS Racing Series here at Martinsville. This is the last race in the round of 8. 4 drivers that successfully compete here will move on to the championship race next week in Phoenix. Same time, same channel.
Yeah, our first 3 positions, Matt Parasini, Ty Bostic, and Scott Thomas, all did not pit back at the lap 83 stage break. They've got kind of a mishmash. Matt Parasini last pitted on lap 54, so he's got 45 lap tires right now. Ty Bostic pitted on lap 72, and Scott Thomas pitted on lap 61.
With all these cautions, I'm not sure just how much wear and age.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem is probably heat cycling in those tires.
Yep.
22 drops down and takes over that second place. 81's battling. He's continuing. Jordan Wenzel trying to get around the 79 and get in front of Scott Thomas, but Scott Thomas is holding his own there. Good battle here for third. They're 3 wide for a second there in the back.
Yeah. Ty Bostic made that outside line work. He's got clear possession of a third spot right now.
So the 28
Excuse me, Jordan Wenzel.
Wide.
Yeah.
48's trying to drive his way back up to the front.
Got a battle for fourth back there. Got Garrett Walton and Scott Thomas fighting over who's going to hold on to that spot. Looks like Garrett Walden's winning right at the moment.
Yep. He's trying to get by. Of course, that leaves Scott Thomas and Jacob Musso to battle it out as Scott Thomas begins to slip back. But these guys all have fresher tires than that 79 does. A bit behind them, you see Corey Ennis battling. Oh, caution's going to fly again, I think. There's something in the wall. Nope, caution does not come out.
He kept it going.
I think that was Scott Thomas actually wound up in the wall. Caution did not come out. All right, so back up front, Ty Bostic is right on the bumper of the 24, trying to get that position, and he's got the 81 of Jordan Wenzel right there breathing down his bumper.
Good battle up here.
Yeah.
This is older tires and newer tires battling between Ty Bostic and Jordan Wenzel.
And both of them battling Matt Parasini because he's on tires that are over 50 laps old.
Ty Bostic giving him a little nudge there. Now he's got the inside position.
Goes around.
Gets the curb, I think. Oh, man.
That brings out
Does
the
a great
caution.
job at saving the car and keeping it in line. Drop back to either 6th or 7th. We'll see where that comes out.
Broadcaster's curse, Ty. We're sitting here talking about you. He's got the position.
Got really loose going in.
Yeah.
It wasn't the curb at all. Curb kind of saved him there. Yeah, just overdrove that corner just a little bit, and the back end starts to come around as he's trying to get slowed down for the corner, and that's where that was a great example of seeing just how slick that exit is. These guys are like driving on ice.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he wanted that position. He was trying to defend it, make it happen, and unfortunately, maybe come in just a little bit too hot. Paid the price. But that puts Jordan Wenzel now up there with Matt Parasini. Jordan Wenzel's kind of in a 40 XLI sandwich right now between Garrett Walden and Matt Parasini.
Yeah. Yeah, Jordan Wenzel on tires that have a 30 lap advantage over Matt Parasini. He and Garrett Walden both. Ty Bostic ended up in 6th position in that 22. Corey Ennis right behind him. We saw Corey have a little trouble earlier, but he's working his way back up again, up to 7th. Tyler Lem in 8th. Austin Wheeler, who I'm surprised. We saw Austin really fast. He has the fastest lap of the race still.
Yeah, but he was involved. He was involved in that incident, and he cycled all the way back to the end. I mean, he's back up to 9th. That's pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah.
John DeRugeris was back at the back. He's up to 10th, making his way back up through the field. Joe Musau is right behind DeRugeris. Tony Japs in 12th. Ron Fitting in 13th. Austin Walton in 14th. Jeff Ramsdell in 15th. And Vince Burns in 16th. Scott Thomas, the last car in the lead lap, in 17th. Eddie Musau Jr. In 18th. He's 19 laps down, unfortunately. And Shane Trotter still in the pits as we go back to green flag.
Good jumper watching that second place battle between Garrett Walden and Jordan Wenzel.
Oh! Big wreck
wreck
at the front there.
A lot of cars
Somebody
involved.
overdrove. I couldn't tell which number it was, but looked like he overdrove the corner.
Fortunately, a lot of front end damage on the 59. Jeff Ramsdell, Eddie Musso, Ty Bostic, Chris Cash, all involved.
Yeah, we were just talking about John DeRugeris worked his way back up again, and unfortunately that put him back. Oh, yeah. 69 comes in there and just loses it on entry. Takes out Ty Bostic, gets him pinched with John DeRugeris.
38 came
And that
around, or
26, that red 26 car.
Yeah, that's Eddie Musso Jr.
Yeah, he just wrong place, wrong time.
All right, with that, we're going to take another commercial break. We'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in to the IWM broadcast channel.
ACE-HTI provides residential and commercial smart security systems, audiovisual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide home and business Wi-Fi networking. All of these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. When you need more than a website or trying to Google an answer, reach out to ACE-HTI. Our crack team of experts and technical support specialists can provide you answers when you need it the most. During business hours, you can reach our in-house help desk for those quick and easy fixes that can save you money. After hours and over the weekend, you can use our 24/7 emergency tech line. Our operator will get a technician on the phone with you within minutes. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, welcome back to the IWM broadcast of the ACE-HTI 250. We are currently under caution, but about to go back to green flag racing here. 117 laps are complete. Almost to the halfway point. Fortunately, we have had 13 cautions so far. 15 drivers still on the lead lap. Jeff Ramsdale is showing he is in the lucky dog position next time by. Green flag flies here at Martinsville. Matt Parasini out in front, battle right in behind. Garrett Walden, Jordan Wenzel, Coriolis right there battling to take over that second place spot away from the 43, but the 43, the two XLI drivers out in front.
It's nice having teammates together when you're running up front.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, 43 makes a move inside. Oh, I don't know if he made it in time. We'll find out.
And caution flag flies again. Not exactly sure. Let's see if we got some telemetry information here. Christopher Cash again, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he collected Derudris and Musa. Let's go ahead and see just what happened there.
Whoa. Wow.
That is super odd. For no reason, he just goes sideways. Yeah. Fortunately, he collects the 25 and the 59, two playoff drivers.
Yeah, that was a very weird spot. I mean, he's starting to lift, but you wouldn't think he'd make that hard of a left turn that far before the corner. I know he's probably on the brakes at that point, but I don't know. I can't figure that one out. 59. Matt Parasini takes to the pits to
a number of drivers
get some fresh tires.
Yeah, in the pits, Parasini, Musso, Derudris, Burns, Bostic, Eddie Musso, all in the pits.
Is Shane Trotter still with us, or is he?
Yeah,
withdrawn?
he's still in the pits getting repairs.
Still in the pits.
Yep.
Boy.
Fortunately, he had a lot of damage on that 38, and still getting repairs made.
Yeah, he's 51 laps down right now. Eddie Musso is 17 down. Ty Bostic now just lost a lap there.
Yep, that puts him into the lucky dog position.
Yep.
Yeah, Ty Bostic spent 31 seconds on pit road. All right, next time by, I believe the lights will go off on top of our pace car, and we'll get back underway here as we rapidly are approaching the halfway point. Pace car drops off. Garrett Walden's in charge, I believe.
Yep.
Good jump by the 43. That leaves Corey Ennis and Jordan Wenzel out here, and Corey Ennis gets around. Keeping an eye on the field, looking back through it.
Yeah, Jordan Wenzel doesn't need to win this race, I don't think, to make it to the round of 4, but boy, you can tell he wants to.
He's just that kind of cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a
He's
great
not greedy.
competitive.
He just wants to win every race.
That's right. Good competitive driver. With that, I think Corey Ennis just put up our fastest lap. Nope, sorry. It was Garrett Walden just eclipsed him. By the time it took us to get to the graphic, Garrett Walden put up a faster lap.
Yeah, only a couple hundredths of a second faster, but definitely faster. Oh, now Austin Wheeler took it back again. Those guys are trading the fast lap award back and forth.
Yes, they are. All right, Garrett Walden's out there up front with Corey Ennis approaching, and the caution flies again.
I'm running out of room on my pad for cautions.
That was Christopher Cash again.
Here's an interesting storyline for you. You know, iRacing has, he just lost it, didn't he?
Well, there's a little bit of contact. With the 24.
Oh, was it? Okay. Oh, I looked over at that monitor too late. Missed it.
It's not a lot of contact. He's a little bit.
No,
he's a little bit out of shape.
It's right there at the apex, though.
Yeah, he's out of shape, and
no, just enough.
Yeah.
Pushes that nose out towards the wall. He corrects, and the back end starts to get funny on him. The storyline I was going to tell you about. This is really interesting. iRacing has different license levels. Most of the racers in this league are your high level of level A before you get up into the professionals. They have A, B, C, D, and then rookies. And right now, the guy that has gained the most laps or most positions in this race is Austin Walton in that 17 car. He's gained 14 positions. He's the only driver in this race tonight that's running on a rookie license.
That does not.
And he's gained the most positions. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Good for him. Good job, Austin Walton.
I wonder if he may have had to recreate his account. Sometimes that happens. We can't lose sight of the fact that this is computer-based. And he may have had to come back in with another account.
Could be. Could be. There's a lot of reasons guys stay in the rookie series or license, though. If they run in leagues like this all the time, you don't have an opportunity to improve your license. You just you're running against other people in non-official races.
So I think he's running a second account there, Jeff. So under normal conditions, he is a B-class driver with a 2600 I rating. So I think he just looked online.
Gotcha. Well, Austin, I'm not gonna take back my attaboy. You still have picked up the most spots tonight, 14 spots. And now it's 15. He went up to second.
Looking back through the pack here, got a lot of drama going on a bit further back, a bit of door banging back with Vince Burns. You've got Tony Japs right there with the 99 of Tyra Lem. Those guys don't give a lot of grace there. If you're going to put your nose in there, they're going to make sure you pay for it. So a lot of battling going on there. That's mid-pack. That's a battle for 8th.
Yeah, we're up here now in the second half of the race, and things are going to get edgier. We say it a lot, but that give and take becomes more take the closer you get to the end of the race.
Austin Walton finds himself now up to second. Corianis is still out front, takes over the lead, and then see Garrett Walden trying to get around, gets the inside move here on the 17, and literally just drives around him. Well, the 24 says, hey, if you can do it, I can do it too. That was Vince Burns in the wall. It was. So the 55 of Vince Burns riding the wall here in Martinsville.
Boy.
3 wide there for a second.
Corianis has a solid lead up front now. Not worried about those guys in the back, but these guys are fighting tooth and nail. They are not giving an inch to each other right at the moment. This league, all year long, we've had a lot of great mid-pack racing. A lot of good competition in this race, or in this league, with guys battling each and every week. Not willing to give an inch, and that's the way we like to see it. We like to see these guys go out there and battle.
Absolutely.
They want to earn every position that they can get.
Saw an interesting feature this week where Ross Chastain, who was infamous for utilizing the wall here at Martinsville to gain an advantage, they actually, at Trackhouse Racing where he races, they had brought in, have a section of the wall here from Martinsville that's now in their showroom along with the car that he did that with.
That make worth going to Trackhouse. Make it worth going there.
Absolutely.
That'd be nice to see.
Now that's not actually a legal maneuver anymore, and NASCAR moved relatively quickly to make that a non-issue, but was interesting to watch. And
Caution's out.
Guess what? Caution's back out. I think Jeff Ramsdell in the 97.
I think I'm about to record myself saying, and the caution's out again, and then just keep playing it back.
Curb.
37 caught the curb.
Yep, 97.
97.
It's all good.
That monitor is hard for me to read the numbers on. It's better than it has been, but
I need a little sound for cautions out again.
Yeah. Need that on a little audio cart that you can just hit the button and play it.
I got some of those right now, but that's not it.
Drivers were joking online. Eddie Musa was 18 laps down. He just got the lucky dog on that one. So he made up one of those 18 laps. Another driver came on the radio and said that we're trying to get them all back for you, Eddie.
Need Chris Economaki's voice.
Well, these guys are getting the best fuel mileage and tire wear that we've ever seen here at Martinsville.
Yep, absolutely.
That's the kind way of saying we've had a few too many caution flags. But boy, I understand it. And after taking a few laps around Martinsville earlier this week, it was very slick and difficult to control your car when you're in among other cars. Just a tough track to battle. They may have to change names and start calling this one the track too tough to tame.
Well,
here we go.
Back underway here.
Corey Ennis in first. Austin Wheeler has found his way back up to the front again. He's riding there in second spot. Matt Parasini's third, Tony Japp's fourth, and Jordan Wenzel just moved up into fifth in a battle with Tyler Lim.
Still
Looks
side
like
by
Tyler
side.
gets shuffled back.
So 79 with Jeff Ramsdell. You know, these guys have spun out here and spun out there, but you know what? They're right back in the thick of things. Jeff Ramsdell sitting in 8th and 9th. Oh, car goes around,
Yeah.
caution flies again. That is the 43 of Garrett Walden going around. Not sure what happened to Garrett. Could be bit by that curb again. See the 97 to his inside there. 79 of Scott Thomas right in front of the 43. Here comes a 28. The 43 just got loose and then got a little bit of help from the 28 who had no choice but to tap him a little bit. But 43 kind of keeps it off the wall. Maybe time for some tires for that 43.
Yeah, I think he took a few laps off of him on that slide.
Interestingly enough, you know, Corey Ennis is up there. He pitted last on lap 84. Everybody behind him pitted on lap either 129 or 146. So he's got the oldest tires on the track, and he's leading.
Yep, and doing a good job of holding them off. You know, it's interesting. We've seen tonight. We've talked about it a lot, how slick the track is. But one thing I've noticed tonight is more guys than I thought are losing it on entry. And I think what's happening is everybody's driving to get, you know, they want to improve their position, and they end up overdriving the corner, and that's just so dangerous here at Martinsville. If you overdrive that corner, your chances go sky high that the back end's going to come around on you as you try to get that car slowed down. That back end's just going to swing out, and you're going to be in a mess. And we've seen it several times here. But that temptation is just so great. If I drive just a little bit deeper, I can get this position, and it hasn't worked out well most of the time.
No, it has not.
See Austin Wheeler, he's been at the front, gone most of the way to the back, and now finds himself back up on the front row again.
Yep, he is certainly in a good position here on this restart. Corianis is in charge, but he's got the 48 who's right there.
Here we go.
Battle right behind's hot between these drivers, still too wide behind the leader.
Yeah, nobody's given an inch now. I mean, we're less than 100 to go, and whoop, there it looked like Austin Wheeler slid up the track a little bit. He's fallen back. Went from second to fourth. Oh, somebody just got him and spun him into the wall.
Number of drivers collected there. Very little
man.
damage for a few, but 42, Tony Japp's involved. 48 involved. Let's see just exactly what happened there. Scott Thomas, Austin Walton.
99 of Tyler Lem just mentioned that he had a little help in that spin.
I think that's happened. Where it started. See the 99 right there in orange in the center. Get the 25 to his inside. 42 is there. Well, I'm not sure he had a help per se. It looks like it was just. It's like it was backing up. It was checking up in front of him.
Yeah, just a little different earlier braking point.
So and he didn't. Yeah, that's the 48, right, the 42. Now he's on the inside of Tony Japp's, and
the 48 had already gotten loose before the 39 tagged him there.
There's a big collision there between the 42
and the 48. Is gonna
79 gets hit. Yep.
Yeah, Tony Japp's probably gonna have a little engine trouble after that. It's my guess.
No black flags or meatball flags. So.
Oh, good.
So far, so good. But our 18th caution at lap 161.
Well, Eddie Musau gets, I can never say their name right. I apologize, guys. Eddie Musau gets another lap back.
He's chipping away, right?
Yeah, these guys are making good on their efforts to get all of his laps back.
I'm not sure he's going to get them all back. That would be a bad day in the booth. But he's, 16 or so laps down?
Yep, 16.
Yeah, we do not need 16 more cautions, just saying.
No, I agree with you. We've got to be up close to 20 right now.
Well, we are at 18 right now. But, hey, look at the bright side. You know, we've got 90 laps to go, so.
That's right. Getting there. We had a long green run back there a ways. Well, I guess it wasn't that long, but 10 or 12 laps. Oh man, there's another one. Third and fourth spot. Who was that? Vince Burge was in it. Austin Walton may have been in it.
See John DeRudris as well, the 25.
Matt Pericini was in it. Matt Pericini and Jacob Musau looked like were involved in that.
Right at the front. Yep, there was. 24 Pericini and the 25 get involved. That kind of bottles up the low side of the track.
Yeah, when that happens near the front, especially right. Oh my.
Yep.
That Jacob Musau got just a little over anxious, dropping the clutch there.
Not clear.
Sounded like a little bit of hurt feelings on the radio as Eddie Musau Jr. goes, gets another lap back. Well, if we get bored, we can start betting on how many laps back Eddie Musau gets.
It could be. As long as we keep the cautions under 30, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
All right, 166 laps in the books here at Martinsville in the last race of the playoffs here before we head next week to Phoenix. Right now, Corey Ennis is out in front. How many laps has Corey led? That's a good question. Let's see what we know.
That is a good question.
94 out of 167.
Wow, that's pretty good.
All right, lights are off. That puts Corey Ennis again, as we were just talking about how many laps he has led. He's going to do it all again. He's going to be quite the expert with a track like this.
I have a feeling he'll lead this lap too.
That would be a safe bet.
Jordan Wetzel really kept up with him that time.
Yeah, he may have heard us in the booth and said, nope, don't take that bet. He is still right there on the tail of Corey Ennis. But behind him, it's all stacked up. Bostic is doing what he can, sitting right now in fourth. He really needs a good finish.
Seems to be having a little difficulty with his flag system right now. He just got a black flag for speeding in the pits, and he claimed he wasn't even in the pits. So race control's working on that right now.
Yeah, I don't see, our board does not show him with a black flag.
Excuse me. They cleared his black flag and said they would go review it, and if they found out that that iRacing was correct, then they would issue him a drive-through, pass-through.
24 and the 59 work their way around the 42 of Tony Japs as they try to get their positions back after that last incident. So the 24 really driving hard in that corner. He actually locked it up. You know, that's one of the last things you want to do at a track like this. You've really got to be on and off the brakes in a way that you don't lock up the tires going in the corner. That just absolutely kills that that tire and just makes it just not stick.
Yeah, and that's very difficult to do on this track because it's from where you let off on the gas and can apply the brake. You don't want to be hard on the brakes while you're turning. You got to be able to release the brake before you get too far into that turn. Otherwise, that front end's just going to skate on you and take you right out to the wall. And that's what you see some of these guys doing, or they get too much brake and then the back end comes around. One of either the front end or the back ground is going to want to go to that outside wall. And so you got to have enough brake, but you don't want to have too much. And again, it's another fine line that these drivers have to ride each and every turn, and there's 4 of them.
Yep.
Ty Bostic now has made his way back up. He's gone. We should give him the award for back to front to back, or front to back to front, I should say. He's made his way up and down a couple times tonight and finds himself back up in 4th now. Garrett Walden's also made his way back up there in the 5th.
Good moves by Ty Bostic to be back up there where it counts.
You see Corey Ennis and Jordan Wenzel, though, the class of the field right at the moment, they've got a good 10-car length lead, almost 2 seconds over Jeff Ramsdell in third. Oh, there we go. Jordan Wenzel makes a pass on the inside, another pass for the lead,
And takes over the lead.
Jordan Wenzel back out front.
Jacob Musso is involved in an
Caution
incident.
is out.
25, yeah, 25 is having an issue. Trying to see just what happened to Jacob. There's a 55 of Vince Burns behind, but it looks like this could be another one. Well, here comes a 24. That was a lot of net code. Oh, the 59 involved, 55,
Man.
48 tapped. It showed originally just Jacob Musso, but yeah, a few more drivers may have had some contact there with the 25.
I didn't see it. Was it netcode or was it him? Did he get loose on his own?
I would say it could be a blend. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I hate it when that happens.
So,
a lot of guys in
tail.
pits right now. Everybody from 8th on back made their way to pit road, on their way back out now.
Probably a good time. They all took tires and fuel.
Yep.
Which is going to be very interesting, Jeff, because it's going to put 7 cars up in front with all older tires. Not terribly older, but you know, there's going to be a lot of hard charges coming from behind.
Yep. Absolutely. And I would think that all these guys are going to have to pit again. At least the 6 or 7 up front will.
Yep. All right, 185 laps in the books as we begin to count this one down. Just 65 laps to go before we call it a day here at Martinsville.
Now Jordan Wenzel finds himself having to battle with Garrett Walden on this restart. There's 2 guys on the front row.
Here we go, back underway. Jordan Wenzel jumps out front. And this is a great battle. You got Tyler Lem to the inside, the 43 of Walden to the outside. Those guys, very aggressive drivers. We'll see how they can make it happen to Garrett. 43 of Garrett gets down low and takes over second, but now right behind, Matt Parasini and the 3 of Ron Fitting battling. Oh, Corey Ennis goes around.
He did not want to do that, did he?
Caution comes out. No real contact, but that does allow that caution to fly for the 21st time tonight.
And that puts Corey Ennis almost at the back of the field. He's the next to the last car on the lead lap now.
All right, with that, we're going to take another commercial break. We'll go side by side, but thanks for tuning in to the IWM broadcast channel.
ACE-HTI provides residential and commercial smart security systems, audiovisual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide home and business Wi-Fi networking. All of these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. When you need more than a website or trying to Google an answer, reach out to ACE-HTI. Our crack team of experts and technical support specialists can provide you answers when you need it the most. During business hours, you can reach our in-house help desk for those quick and easy fixes that can save you money. After hours and over the weekend, you can use our 24/7 emergency tech line. Our operator will get a technician on the phone with you within minutes. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, thanks for tuning in to the IWM broadcast of the ACE-HTI 250 here in Martinsville. 190 laps complete, just 60 laps to go before we crown a victor here in the last race of the round of 8.
And boy, it is still anybody's race. We've seen not a massive amount of lead changes, but we've seen a lot of drivers going from the front to the back to the front. And just making their way, whether it's pit strategy or incidents, large and small. Just a lot of movement in the field tonight as we get ready to go back green again here in a half a lap.
Jordan Wenzel is in charge of this restart. He's got Garrett Walton to the outside. Right behind him, though, Tyler Lim and Matt Parasini. Green flag flies, and we're back at it.
See Jordan Wenzel with a great jump there, but Garrett Walden and Tyler Lim battling to get back to him again. This really means a lot to Garrett Walden, too, because he's the third car below the cut line. So 20 points back of the cut line, and he needs, if not a win, he needs a really strong finish tonight. And he's up there in second right now, so he's on his way.
Yeah, but he also needs those drivers around him to also not do as well. So bringing up those point standings, you see that Garrett Walden's down there 20 points. You know, he doesn't want Tyler Lem to do well. Well, Tyler's sitting in second. Corey Ennis doesn't want Corey to do well. Corey's sitting back right now in 11th. And Bostic is currently just 2 points behind him, you know, two places behind him tonight. So he's going to do well, but you're right. He needs to win because his competition is all around him.
Yeah. We don't have the luxury that NBC does, where we have where it's constantly updating and we can see it on the screen. But we can do math well enough, not great, but well enough to know that hey, it's still wide open for those guys below the cut line. Any one of them still has a chance here with 53 laps to go.
Yeah, math may not be my first language, but we can add and subtract a bit.
Yep. Jordan Wenzel comfortably out front right now over Tyler Lem. And then Tyler Lem's got good distance back to Garrett Walden. So the guys up front just kind of whittling down the laps right at the moment, trying to get to the end. Jordan Wenzel's going, come on, wave that checkered flag.
He goes around.
Whoa,
that's
somebody
Ron
just
Fitting.
went around the start-finish line.
Oh, it gets slammed. That's the 48. I believe the 48 just kind of went through him. No meatballs at the moment, but I think Austin Wheeler may have some significant left front damage. You can see that.
Yeah.
Right there. Wait. Yeah, with that, he has got a meatball flag. He has got some major damage on that right front. That right front tire is burned, has a broken toe link. You can see it pointing in the wrong way right there. There's a good shot of that. He is done for the night. That's the last thing the 48 wanted, was to not finish.
Yeah, third car below the 20 points out from the cut line. Or excuse me, Austin Wheeler in the 48 is 35 above the cut line. And with all the other guys down below running well, that puts his position in jeopardy.
Yep.
So right now, the guys below the cut line, we've got Corey Ennis, who's running 10th. We've got Tyler Lem, who is running 2nd. Garrett Walden is running 3rd. And Ty Bostic, right now, Ty's been up, he's running 5th. So you've got 3 guys. With Austin Wheeler only 35 above the cut line, you've got 3 guys that are below the cut line. They're running in the top 5.
Yep.
So that's got to be making Austin Wheeler kind of nervous right now.
Jacob Musso, who's right at the cut line, is currently running in 7th. So he is he's keeping up with the Joneses. If he has an incident or falls back towards the end, that could be a challenge.
Yep.
But this is it. This is the last race. So it's not like you can say, well, I'll just do better next week. There is no next week.
Right.
Next week is the last race of the entire season.
Yeah, and that difference between the above the cut line and below the cut line, take out stage points and all that, that's only 7 positions on the track. So there's some guys right now that are very nervous and some guys right now that are pretty excited. Right now, John DeRugis is the only one that's pretty excited, other than Jordan Wenzel, who's currently leading this race.
You guys are obviously pretty safe, others not so much.
Yep.
All right, just 46 laps to go. So the 99 of Tyler Lem brush up against the safer barrier there. Bostic continues to battle here. He knows he needs a good finish.
He does. He just moved up in front of Tyler Lem. Just put a pass, move on him on the inside.
Takes over,
get around him for 3rd.
As he tries to hunt down the 43 of Walden. Oh, car on the wall.
Ooh.
Wait, not that car. That car. That's Austin Walton. Spins and brings out the 23rd caution of the night. Not sure he had any help. So the 59 of DeRugis behind him.
We'll see them both start. Oh, yeah. Up.
Yep.
John gets into the back of him a little bit there.
A little bit of a love tap there. Unfortunately, sends the 17 around.
It goes back to what you said at the beginning of the race, different braking points. And on a short track like this, when one guy's braking, maybe 50 feet before the other guy does, boy, that car eats up that 50 feet in a hurry, and the next thing you know, you're making contact. We saw Eddie Mosa in that red car going around again. He's down to 12 laps now.
I'm sure he is laughing in that car. He's just, gosh, he's flying. I'm making up a lap.
Yep. I think I'm safe to say that he's never had the lucky dog this many times in a race before.
Probably a good bet.
That's very unusual on a short track, because usually you have a few cars that are a lap or two down. And now if Ron Fitting or Austin Wheeler get back out soon, Eddie may be out of luck. But
Yep.
right now, Ron Fitting's 8 laps down, Austin Wheeler's 9 laps down, and they're both still in the pits. Eddie Musow Jr.'s got 12 laps down, so he needs to he needs about 3 or 4 more cautions to be safe.
I don't think Austin Wheeler is coming out. He's got a meatball flag. He's done for the night. Ron Fitting's been in there for 5 minutes. In that 3, he's got some damage.
Yeah.
All right,
Guys,
Jordan
we'll all pack
Wenzel.
it up here. This restart's going to be good. Only 40 laps to go.
Bostic stays pretty tight and kind of puts the kibosh on the 43 getting that position, but 43 is still trying to work his way around the 22.
I saw that 22 there get a little bit loose, a little squirrely in the corner there, and
43 took advantage of it.
Yeah, yep. Allowed him to get by. And meanwhile, Jordan Wenzel pulls out to a few more car lengths in front of him.
See the 25 and the 69 battling door to door here. And not far behind them, you've got Vince Burns and the 79 Scott Thomas battling side by side. That kind of has settled down, but still Chris Cash. And that's Corey Ennis there.
Yeah, you got a real battle going between Cash and Ennis. They're just the timing and scoring. They just keep flipping back and forth.
Ennis pulled a really good move getting around the 69 there and taking over that position for 8th.
Yep, he's trying to work his way back up to the front again. He led a lot of laps here tonight, and he would love to lead a few more, especially the last couple. He's the one that stands to benefit the most from caution again. Lap 217.
A number of drivers involved that time. It's like a little pile up on the back. To the 28. Sideways there. That'll give Eddie Musso another lap back.
Yeah, he managed to avoid that one. And he now is he's 12 laps down now, so he'll be 11 laps down. Austin Wheeler is 17, Ron Fitting is 16. And you said Austin was head withdrawn, right?
Yep. Not yet, but
Okay.
keep your eye on this. Looks like the 99 is trying to get in, but the 24 pokes his nose in.
Yep.
And then this is going to block the track, unfortunately. Saying the 99 as a block here. 27 has big contact.
Yeah.
69 involved, number of the drivers. Scott Thomas tags the back of the 69. All right, so far so good. No,
So that
no meatballs,
that
no
has
major
Tyler
damage.
Lem in the pits.
Yes.
Austin Wheeler's still in there. Yeah, wait, Shane Trotter's still in the pits, and he has not withdrawn yet, I guess.
Nope, he's just letting the
Oh.
iRacing fairies take care of his car.
I think it's safe to say with only 30 laps to go, he's 149 laps down, so he's not going to improve his position, but good for him for hanging around.
Corey Ennis is in the pit, unfortunately, during this restart, which means he will probably go a lap or two down. Sorry to hear that. He's been a great leader, a lot of good results tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And this is going to be the last lap Eddie Musa gets to reclaim for a while. I think Corey Ennis made it out in time, it looks like.
Yeah, he did.
So Tyler Lem is a lap down, but we'll see. Looks like he's rolling again now too, so he's the one in line for the lucky dog at this point. Good restart by Jordan Wenzel.
Yeah, Lem is only 1 lap down. Musso is 12 laps down.
Oh, and now caution again.
All right, but that gives Tyler Lem his lap back. That was Tony Japs who unfortunately was involved in that one. And Corey Ennis has got some major front end damage behind him. Maybe the 42 had some help. We'll see. It's right there. Well, that's either he did it himself or it was netcode, unfortunately. But
that's the second time we've seen that exact same thing.
Yeah, that's
right,
very
that
bizarre.
Spot too.
Yeah.
Tyler Lem now has his lap back. Looks like John DeRugiers, Tony Japs, Corey Ennis all in the pits. Corey Ennis is coming back out now.
Right. Well, caution's out here for the 25th time. Silver anniversary. $25 laps to go. Hope we can keep this under 30 cautions. What do you think, Jeff?
I sure hope so.
That would be the, I think 27 is the most we've ever had in 4 years of broadcasting.
Well, right now you've got Garrett Walden in second, Ty Bostic in third, that are both below the cut line, really looking to improve their position. You've got Jacob Musau in fifth, who's 13 points above the cut line, trying to hold on to that fourth spot. You've got John DeRugiers already locked into the playoffs. You've got Jordan Wenzel leading the race. He was second in the playoff standing. If he stays and holds on to the lead, this would put him into the round of 4. Austin Wheeler is the big question mark right now, still in the pits, 27 laps down. And we go back to green.
Good restart, but really a good restart for the 43 of Garrett Walden. He is able to leverage that restart and get in front of Bostic. This is the third time he's done that.
Has he done it from the outside each time?
He has.
Yeah, interesting. Oh boy, can't even make a lap right now. That's looks like Austin Walton falling back pretty quickly. He might have been involved in that.
Looks like, yeah. And John DeRudris.
Yeah.
Yeah, there may have been a little bit. Those two tangled earlier. Let's see if there was any bit of something else going on there. See the 79 to the inside. You see the 17 to the outside. That's Austin Walton. 79 just goes around.
Just lose it.
They get by, but let's jump up to.
Almost gets it saved.
Let's walk up to DeRudris now, because this incident continues, I think. He's got the 69 of Christopher Cash in front of him. He is right there on that curb.
Yep.
And the 69, I think, gets a little bit of the 17. Fortunately, that's going to put the 59 right there. Unfortunately, he's got that 17. And
oh, 42 coming in. Oh, 42 swings and misses him, but oh yeah, he's trying to get stopped, but can't quite do it. Yeah, so they're both in the pits now. Tyler Lim, John DeRudris is back out.
Yep.
There's Tyler Lim.
All right, Austin Wheeler still, he is not coming out. Black flag, though, for Corey Ennis in the 27.
Ooh. That's not going to be good news for him. Well, he's in 11th right now. There's only 3 cars behind him on the lead lap.
Yeah, but he's going to have to come in for a green flag stop. So.
Oh, yeah, that's going to put him down a lap, isn't it? At least one. Yeah, that's gonna make it tough for Corey Ennis because he's 13 points below the cut line. Now Tyler Lim is back at the end of the lead lap, so those guys will battle a little bit. But Garrett Walton is very likely going to pass Corey Ennis by.
And there's a lot of tight racing happening right now with just 17 laps to go. Back here,
Somebody was up
3
driving
wide.
the wall.
So 59, 79. So, oh, the 24 goes around.
24 again, and the 79.
Yep.
Matt Pericini, Corey Ennis just can't see. Well, no, Corey Ennis is in the pits. Oh, 79. That was,
Yep, Matt Pericini and Scott Thomas.
Yeah.
So what happened, though, happened in front of them, and they unfortunately, the track was blocked by the 24, and then they were battling a bit there, and then unfortunately the 79 got caught by the 24.
Yeah, he was trying to get down a little bit.
Fortunately, Austin Walton, the 17, also got involved there, so a lot going on. The 42 is on pit road as well as the 24. 24 has definitely got some damage after that, but 14 laps to go. We have officially tied the most cautions in a race broadcast that we have ever had.
Well, I'm just proud that I can be a part of a record. Yeah, Matt Pericini, Tyler Lim still in the pits. Austin Wheeler, fast lap of the race, and now finds himself in the pits 37 laps down. That is a big swing for that guy. I hate to see that for him.
Well, we're going to go back to green flag in a lap and a half, so that puts really, it's going to be like a 10-lap shootout if we can make 10 laps.
Well, there's a little bit of a silver lining for Austin Wheeler. The worst he can finish is 17th, and he's 35 above the cut line right now. If we'd have had a full field, he would be in bigger trouble.
Yeah. But he'll still make some pretty good points there. And we'll see just what, if anything changes going into next week.
Yeah.
All right, Garrett Walden, Jordan Wenzel on this front row on this restart, but right behind Bostick and Ramsdell. Better restart for the 22.
Yes. Yeah, did a good job at plugging that hole, not giving Garrett Walden a chance to come down.
He drove it in deep there to try and keep that door shut.
Ooh, got a little bit of the curve there in
yeah.
that 22, and thought that was going to throw him up. He did a good job saving that.
Yep, backed off a little bit. 43 goes around. Garrett Walden spins, and caution flies.
I didn't see what caused that, but boy, he did not want to do that. He was in the catbird seat.
Yep, let's go back and take a look at what happened to Garrett Walden there. He is well, here comes a 22 from behind.
You can see him wiggle just slightly there.
He just goes around by himself.
Gets back to the gas a little too. Boy, 22 just gets by. Garrett Walden does a great job at not picking up any more damage on that. May have kissed the wall, but not hard enough to do anything to the car. Stays in the top 10, so he still has a chance to battle his way back up again.
7 laps to go. By the time they go back to green, it may be down to 3 or 4.
Garrett Walden doesn't want to pit, but if he doesn't, he's going to have 100 laps on his tires by the time this race is over. He last pitted on lap 153.
I'm thinking, Jeff, it may not even matter with as many cautions as we have.
Yeah.
I think that would put us, they probably, if you got to think there's 4 laps per caution, then we've got well over 100 laps. Nearly a third of the race.
Yeah.
Caution, so.
Well, this is good for the tire budget for these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of guys have been through a lot here, involved in multiple incidents, but look, they're doing pretty well. Look through that tower, Jeff Ramsdell, Vince Burns, John DeRudris, Scott Thomas, Tony Japs, all those guys are in the top 10.
Yeah. It's crazy on this though is I don't begin to know how to calculate fuel mileage. When is somebody gonna start running low? Jordan Wenzel last pitted on lap 129.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I think they had, based on if they ran flat out, they had about 135 laps.
Okay, well he'll be good
races.
then.
Oh yeah, he may finish with half a tank of gas. We've been doing a lot of pacing, brother.
Yeah.
And Jacob Musso finds himself back up to third. Oh, they're wrecking
spinning
behind.
there again. Oh, my.
Caution flies with 4 laps to go.
Yeah, Austin Walton. No. I can't tell who that was.
Let's go back and look at Jeff Ramsdale. I think he was involved. Up at the front, he watched a 97. Got DeRudris behind him. 25. This is the restart right here.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, he dropped down right in front of the 25. A little bit of contact, but right behind Tony Japs.
Yeah, Tony Japs gets into the back of John DeRudris there. John checks up to avoid the wreck in front of him.
.42's unfortunately tags the 59. That takes out the 97.
Yep. 59's able to keep it off the wall, get it turned back straight again. And you got a little bit of contact down below there with the 43 and is it that 17, I think. There are going to be very, very few race cars without a blemish tonight.
I don't think there's any.
Yeah.
All right, so my guess is we'll have a green-white checker finish.
Yep. We can have 3 of them. Let's hope we don't. Let's hope we can get it in 1.
Yep. All right, lights are off on the pace car, and we're going to try and get this reformulated. We do show that the 97 of Ramsdale is out with damage. He's got a meatball flag.
Pace car's off. Here we go.
A little bit of contact with the 42 and the 25. All right, green flag flies. Bostic to the outside. Got the 25 of Musso to the inside. He needs to get around all this and challenge for the lead, but he gets around. He's now in second.
Yep. Got to get down, though. Got to get in front of him so he can hold him back there. And he's got it clean now. Oh, somebody around into the wall.
Well, the white flag came out. Doesn't matter.
Oh, good.
Bostic in second solidly.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
22 sends the 81 around. That's going to jumble up everything.
Ruin both their chances. Oh, my.
25 of Jacob Musso wins the race. Vince Burns second, Tony Japs third. There's going to be some hurt feelings over that one. Let's go back again.
Yeah, a little hard feelings there between Wenzel and Bostic.
Yep, Bostic sent it in hard, and unfortunately, he got some contact with that curb, and I think that just really upset the car and unfortunately sent him into the tail of the 81, opening the door for the 25 to close it. And great finish for Japs and Burns.
I was going to say, weren't we talking about Tony Japs being at the back of the field just a few laps ago?
Yeah, I think we were.
How did that happen?
It's short track racing, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think everything has. There's a lot of celebrating happening on the track amongst these drivers. But I think we've got some results. Let's take a look at those results for tonight.
Yeah, there you see it right there. It's was a barn burner to get here, but we've got Jacob Mossow finishing first in that 25 car, Vince Burns in second, Tony Japs in third. We talked about him. Austin Walton makes it up to fourth. Garrett Walden makes a great comeback to come back fifth. Joe Mossow in sixth. Scott Thomas in seventh. John DeRugeris in eighth. Corey Ennis in ninth. Jordan Wenzel unfortunately goes from the lead to scrounge out a 10th place finish there.
11th, Matt Parasini. 12th is Ty Bostic. Christopher Cash in 13th. Jeff Ramsdell in 14th. Eddie Musso Jr. in 15th. Tyro Lem in 16th. Austin Wheeler in 17th. Ron Fitting in 18th. And Shane Trotter finishes in 19th. All right, that's it for the broadcast, but stay tuned. We've got some driver interviews coming up momentarily here. All right, so let's look for Tony Japs here.
Yeah, he's in the race lobby.
He sure is. What a finish. All right, Tony Japs, congratulations is the best I can say from a heck of a finish there. You battled back, and look at you, finished in third.
Yeah, we had a rough day tonight, a rough night. We got involved in a couple accidents, had to come down and fix some damage, and wound up being fifth on that last restart. And the seas kind of parted with us when Ty and Wenzel got together.
They sure did. Yeah.
It was crazy. It seemed like it was just a couple laps before that we were talking about you because of one of those incidents had fallen to the back of the field. And then when I look up after the crash between the front two guys, all of a sudden you're in third place. I thought, holy cow, great job there, Tony.
Thank you. We did a good job of missing a handful of wrecks after causing a couple of them. So,
well, congratulations on your finish. Certainly unexpected, but a tough night tonight. Caution-filled event here in Martinsville, which is pretty typical for Martinsville. But just one more race to go.
Yeah, I'm not that good at Phoenix, so I hope that I'm gonna put in a good bit of practice this week and hopefully go to Phoenix and try to stay out of the championship's way and get a good finish out there.
Well, again, congratulations on your finish. Any shout-outs tonight?
I'd like to shout out Garrett. I didn't get a chance to see what happened to Garrett. I was kind of hoping he'd win the race. And shout out to Jordan Booth for his win last week, too.
All right. Well, congratulations on your finish tonight. And we'll see you next week in Phoenix.
Thank you, sir.
All right. That's Tony Japs finishing here in third. And with that, let's go ahead and bring into the booth Vince Burns. Vince, congratulations on your second place finish.
Hey guys, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Man, we were this almost felt like as weird as it sounds, like a super speedway race for us because we can barely figure out who's in the lead until it changes like a split second later. Kind of what happened here tonight. There's a lot of changes with all the the bumping and banging going on, and when those first two guys wrecked out, here you are, right place, right time.
The divide and conquer strategy works again. What can I say?
Well, congratulations on it. Absolutely.
Appreciate it. I appreciate that. I knew I was in fourth going into that last two corners, and I knew that it was going to be a fun and adventurous turn there for the leaders, or for the leader, I should say. So I was just kind of like sit back and wait and see what happens and try not to get caught up in it. So I think that was the game plan for Jacob and myself, and it worked out.
It absolutely did. Well, congratulations.
Great strategy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. Congratulations. Any shout outs tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my wife, Lisa, for giving me the time to do this. I also want to thank my teammate, Austin Walton, for being there. And we were in close conversation tonight to kind of, figure out the best approach to have some decent finishes. And he finished fourth tonight. So great run for Roadrunner Motorsports.
Absolutely. All right, that's our second place finisher, Vince Burns, finishing second right here in Martinsville. And with that, We're going to welcome Jacob Musso into the broadcast booth. Jacob, congratulations on the victory.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Man, we watched all night. You had some good luck, had some bad luck. Weren't sure where you were going to wind up. You always seem to be in the top 10, but it all worked out.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I think I spun myself by hitting the curb early, and then I had to work my way back up through, and then I got wrecked 5 times in a row. And I had 8.5 minutes of damage, wheel damage. I don't even think my left front was on the ground. And man, all those cautions started happening. And I just kept getting to the bottom on the restarts, and I got absolutely handed that one. Tyler went in there like a bat out of hell and killed Jordan. I'm like, all right, I hit the brakes. I saw it coming. I'm like, I'm just going to roll on the bottom and hopefully don't come down the track.
Yeah,
So
that curb bit so many drivers tonight. It really did.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Jacob,
it hit me once. I knew
yeah,
that.
you were in that position tonight. The only 13 points above the cut line coming into this race, and there were several times throughout the race that it looked like you were going to be the one that lost out on it and dipped below the cut.
Oh, Jeff, did we lose you?
And now you've earned your way into the next.
I think Jeff's cutting in and out, but you get this.
Sorry,
that's okay. I think Jacob kind of figured out what you were saying.
Yeah, definitely there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. After the 3rd time, I got absolutely destroyed, and I get damage fixed, and realized I kept taking tires, so I kept ruining my tires. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna have any chance at this, especially with Corey and Jordan have a great night. And then, anything happens in the last 30 laps here, especially when the brake biases were front tires are locking up pretty easy tonight. So it was just a plow truck. Most cars were a plow truck out there tonight, but luckily I was on the good side there at the end. The whole race was pretty crappy for me, but the end worked out.
Absolutely.
Well, they say you only have to win one lap, and you did it tonight.
Yeah, that's right. One lap. That's all I needed.
Well, congratulations on your win. You've punched your ticket now into Phoenix without a question. Any shout-outs tonight?
Definitely all the boys at SFM. We've had an up and down season over there, but they all kept their head on straight. Picked up a couple wins for the team, and just pumped that Corey had a shot there at making the Final Four, but at least we got one car there. But all our buddies, Jordan and Garrett and Tyler, just really fun racing with them guys.
All right. Well, congratulations on your victory. We'll see you next week in Phoenix. All right, Jeff, that kind of wraps up our race here at Martinsville. Typical Martinsville, lots of cautions, lots of action, pretty much what we would expect it here. I don't think your headset's working too well. Well, so I guess that will just kind of wrap it up. Sorry, you disappeared there.
Yes, I don't know what's going on with it. It's been fine the whole race, and now it's acting up.
Well, it's been fun here in Martinsville, but next week we move on to Phoenix. That will be the championship event next week, same time, Thursday night here, the 30th of October. And if you've got time, for those of you who are listening, please set your reminder or subscribe to our channel, and you'll be reminded that you've got a race to watch next Thursday night.
Sounds good. I am looking forward to it.
All right. Well, from Jeff and myself here at the IWM broadcast booth, we thank all of you who tuned in tonight live and those who watch on replay. We appreciate your support. We look forward to seeing you next week, and have a great night. Good night, folks.